has a piece of their heart. Later, Texas DPS most wanted fugitive is caught, how law enforcement found him. And counting your blessings, how a family walked away from a head-on collision.
This is your only primetime news. You are watching Fox 51 News at 9.
Good evening, and thank you very much for joining us. I'm Katie Pratt. First on Fox, if you live in Tyler, you may have noticed First Christian Church's cross has been missing for 2 years. Well, today it's finally back up on the bell tower and a ceremony was held. Fox 51's Lauren Margolis attended this service today and tells us how churchgoers are feeling about it.
Church members sing as they honor the cross and everything it stands for, a staple piece to any Christian's life.
We see it as a blessing to our community, and we want to spread the good news and the message of love.
First Christian Church's cross finally put back in place after years of people wondering where it went.
There were a lot of people questioning, what happened? Where are the bells? Where's the cross?
It was taken down for the first time since the church opened in 1965 when someone noticed it was leaning. Architects were worried it was a safety hazard because of its height and location to the road.
The cross was missing for 2 years, and community members here say they didn't realize how much they'd miss it until it was gone.
I was like, oh no, and I really missed it, and I grieved over it. I'll be honest with you.
But the church never gave up, and after a lot of planning, you can see workers putting the cross back up just days ago in preparation for Sunday's service.
We're hoping that that's just a gentle reminder to turn our thoughts to God, to be reminded of God's faithfulness.
Now, after wondering whether this moment would ever come, churchgoers are celebrating the return of their beloved cross.
Very soon the bells will be ringing again, which is important to a lot of people in our community. And at last we have our cross standing above this busiest intersection once again.
An emotional day for First Christian Church. Lauren Margolis, Fox 51 News.
A developing story tonight, there was a major accident between Lufkin and DeBoll that resulted in serious injuries. It happened between Lufkin and DeBoll on Highway 59 near the Angela County Airport. We have a map of that location for you here. The traffic was being rerouted as agencies worked to clear the road. But they are now open and running again. The details of who is involved and their conditions are unknown as of news time. But as we learn more, we'll keep you updated over on our website. That's FOX51.com. A Lufkin woman is dead after being hit by a vehicle in Nacogdoches. The 23-year-old was walking in the roadway when she was struck by a car. Nacogdoches police were called to the scene near the Cook and Tire Service Center. The pedestrian was rushed to a local hospital where she died from her injuries. Now, the MPD Traffic Division is on the scene conducting an investigation. In the meantime, all northbound traffic in that area is being rerouted. Police say drivers should expect delays and avoid the area. A mother and her 2 infants were taken to the hospital after a head-on collision in Van Zandt County. The outcome is not what you would expect after a tragic accident. The family was traveling down Farm to Market Road 17 near County Road 1222 when they collided head-on with a Ford pickup truck. According to officials, the crash was so violent, the engine was knocked out of their car. You can see those pictures here of the aftermath of what was left from this wreck. Thankfully, the mother was wearing her seatbelt and the babies were properly secured in their car seatbelts. All parties are expected to recover and be okay. A Tyler suspect on the 10 most wanted fugitive list for his connection to a shooting death in May is now behind bars. Decavian Scroggins was found and arrested by officers with Texas Against Gangs Task Force Marshals Fugitive Task Force, Tyler PD Priority Response Team, and Tyler PD Patrol, all without incident on Saturday night. Scroggins was one of 2 men who was accused of shooting and killing Christopher Frank in May. The 27-year-old was wanted for capital murder, evading arrest, and a parole violation. Former President Donald Trump delivered remarks at a rally in Phoenix, Arizona on Saturday. The Protect Our Elections rally, hosted by Turning Point Action, took place at Arizona Federal Theater. It comes as Maricopa County's 2.1 million ballots are being audited, although there's no evidence of widespread voter fraud. Additionally, the recount will have no impact on President Joe Biden's victory in the state.
When you look at all of the death and destruction that this election has caused, and wait to see what's happening with inflation, wait to see the real numbers on inflation and what's going on, and when you go to the pump today and you see $3.75, we were at $1.87 for a gallon of gasoline. It was the most corrupt, dishonest, and unfair election in the history of our country.
More than 80 years after his death at just 26 years old, and a World War II veteran is finally home again. Captain Edward Glenn Martin's remains were initially thought to be those of another Marine, but now that he's been identified, his family can finally lay Captain Martin to rest. Valencia Wicker has more on this family's emotional journey.
To honor the life of a man you've never met.
He was more or less a part of my life, even though he wasn't alive.
It's become a bit of a mission for Lane Martin. His uncle, Captain Edward Glenn Walker Jr., was killed during the Battle of Tarawa in almost 80 years ago. He was only 26.
He was in Harvard Law School and all when he decided to join the Marines. And then when he joined the Marines, you know, he was still a very young man. He was dating girls and having a good time, and just the adventure of what he was doing. His letters would tell that story.
What they thought were his remains were buried at their family cemetery some years ago. Only recently, the family found out there was a mix-up. Captain Walker's actual remains were finally brought home Wednesday. Full military honors while his family watched on.
When you least expect it, you get hit with these waves of emotion. I heard about that man all my life. My mother would cry even on up into her 70s when you would mention her name.
To honor the life of a man you've never met, the reverence of his sacrifice still lingers, even decades after his death.
Exceptional Emergency Center held their first ever Family Fun Day at Bergfield Park in Tyler. More than 400 people showed up in the first hour, which caused long lines at the tents. Each tent was held by East Texas organizations there to give out free food, face painting, and snow cones. Several jump houses were there for children to enjoy. Leaders at Exceptional Emergency Center say this event was created to bring the Tyler community together.
Our mission was to be a part of Tyler's fabric of the community, to be a part of giving back and being part of the community. And we wanted to celebrate Tyler and us being able to actually gather outside and have a great time, because that's what Tyler's about, is community and being together.
Live music was provided by the Randall Armstrong Band, singing everything from Texas classics to Tennessee whiskey. A raffle was going throughout the day. People won Bluetooth speakers, water coolers, and school supplies. Now, the first thing you see on a person when you greet them is often their smile. But for one East Texas man, his smile was shattered by a troubled past. Fox 51's Corinne Benandy shows us his journey in our special report, A New Smile.
They say you're never fully dressed without a smile, but for Kenneth Liberta, smiling hadn't been a part of his wardrobe in years.
All my upper teeth were basically gone. Most of the bottom just had, snaggle teeth.
The result of a life led by alcohol, bad decisions, and shying away from God.
I was a pool hall hustler, a party animal, grew up that way, thought it was okay to live that way. Life was really just a dead-end road spiritually.
He started drinking at an early age, which caused severe damage to his teeth.
Growing up in rowdy pool halls in Fort Worth, I've been hit with numerous objects upside the face and head.
After years of living a dangerous life, Kenneth finally opened his eyes to his faith.
Been some bad wrecks that I should have never walked out of. Even in your sinful living, God has a hand on you. It kind of wakes you up to reality to realize, there's something I need to be doing instead of living like this.
While serving time for his past wrongs in an East Texas prison, he found Calvary Commission.
It's a place to go to focus on God, to kind of shun the worldly aspects of living and focus on God's Word.
After his release in 2020, Kenneth had a place to live with Calvary and a new life outlook, but he struggled with the reminder of his troubled past, his fractured grin.
You had to get something fixed with it, you know, just too ugly, you know. Just your mouth is ugly.
Dental work was too expensive.
You know, when you're an alcoholic, you don't save up $3,500.
But an East Texas nonprofit was the answer to his prayers.
We're reaching a large number of people who are in great need of these services that are provided here at Bethesda.
Bethesda Health Clinic in Tyler agreed to give him a new smile for only $250 as part of their mission to help others.
Most of us do it from the foundation of our faith, because we all who have read the book, it says if we don't take care of the needy, then we're not serving God.
Kenneth sat down in this exact chair and waited for Dr. David Nichols to change his entire life.
Getting your teeth fixed, it gives you back that confidence, a smile. You can talk to someone directly without looking away.
Thanks to the volunteer efforts of Bethesda, his smile shines ear to ear.
It makes me smile. I have no embarrassment about talking to people anymore that I used to have for many years.
It's a desire to be part of a ministry. It's a ministry taking care of people.
Kenneth is now fully dressed with his new smile. Corinne Benandy, Fox 51 News.
Kenneth Liberta has lived a sober life for 6 years and feels free from his past. He has devoted his life to Christ and greets everyone he meets with a smile. Coming up on Fox 51 News at 9, losing a family ring after searching for 2 years.
You know, you kind of hold on to the small things.
How it was found by a stranger. And going back home, we'll show you how 2 elephant seals were released back into the wild. Stay with us.
Well, it's continuing to stay hot here. We do have a heat advisory through tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. That includes everyone. You can even include Athens, Palestine, and Crockett for it to be hot tomorrow. I'll have more details in your 7-day after the break.
The Fox 51 Longview Tower Cam is brought to you by the Mansour Law Firm. Texas has so many great destinations to choose from. The Panhandle Plains, Big Bend, Hill Country, Prairies and Lakes, Piney Woods, Gulf Coast, and South Texas Plains are all great places to visit. Before you plan your trip, check to see how the sites you're going to visit have been affected by COVID-19, like hours and days of operation, maximum capacity, and any scheduling requirements. When you travel this summer, make your destination Texas. Brought to you by RV Outfitters of Texas. Your adventures start here.
Braum's is bringing the heat. Introducing Braum's new spicy chicken sandwiches. Flavor this good just can't be beat. Braum's crispy, tender, spicy chicken delivers just enough kick to ramp up our original recipe. Get it regular or club style with crispy bacon and American cheese. Add on Braum's sauce for that extra burst of heat, and you have spicy chicken sandwich perfection, because nothing is better than Braum's.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC. Or get $4,000 purchase cash on this 2021 Sierra Light Duty Crew Cab Texas Edition. Plus, current eligible GMC owners get an additional $250 purchase allowance.
See your East Texas GMC dealer.
Get Suddenlink's hottest summer sale and turn up the heat on your summer entertainment with 200 meg internet and TV for only $40 a month. Now get free internet for 1 entire month and a $100 Visa prepaid card on us. Plus, get streaming apps, live TV, news, and sports. Snag this sale while it's hot. Get 200 meg internet and TV for $40 a month, and you'll get free internet for 1 month and a $100 Visa prepaid card. Plus free installation, all with a 60-day money-back guarantee. Visit suddenlink.com/TV.
You're watching Fox 51 News at 9.
A Florida woman found a unique-looking ring in a grocery store parking lot 2 years ago. marking the beginning of a long quest to find the rightful owner. And this week, the search paid off. Nicole Winship wanted to find the owner because the ring had 5 first names and birthstones on it. No one claimed it at the grocery store, and authorities were unable to find the owner. Turns out the ring belongs to Tammy Michalowski, a crossing guard for the Martin County Sheriff's Office. She met Winship on Friday when she picked up the ring at the Sheriff's Office. The names on the ring included the names of her husband and stepdaughter who died, making this even more special.
You know, you kind of hold on to the small things, and I lost another piece of that, you know, and so I was like, it was just really hard.
Michalowski thought she lost the ring while working as a crossing guard and searched that area, not realizing she'd lost it at the grocery store. Check this out. The Pacific Marine Mammal Center continues its conservation work in the waters off Southern California. This week they released 2 more elephant seals rescued and rehabilitated by the center. They named them Barracuda and Shipwreck. Both animals had been rescued earlier this year with the help of Orange County Sheriff's Department Harbor Patrol. Well, Alex, we know that it's hot, but what will the work week look like for those at home?
Well, it's going to continue to be hot, Katie, as we go through the rest of the night into your Monday. We're going to stay warm and muggy. We have a pretty calm night. We saw really no cloud cover today, and that helped keep things pretty sunny and very hot. As we go through the rest of the night, we'll stay dry. We do have a high pressure system just starting to get into the southern portion of Texas, and that's starting to erode a little bit. So we're going to continue to see our winds out of the south-southwest, but we're going to bring in the humidity with it, and we're going to increase our chances for maybe an isolated shower or two going through the rest of the week. But it's still going to be sunny, and it's still going to be hot. So we don't have anything over the radar right now. We're going to stay that way for the night tonight. Temperature-wise, we are still in the 80s for most of us. 84 here in Tyler, 81 in Mineola, Gilmer at 80, Longview 81, Henderson 79, Jefferson 77, Nacogdoches at 80, Sulphur Springs still at 88, Dallas-Fort Worth area at 91. So the cities are a little bit warmer than everybody out in the at least the countryside. 75 for the dew point. It's still very muggy out. Gilmer 76, Center 77, same for Palestine. That muggy, those muggy conditions continued into the night, and then we'll see another hot and muggy day for tomorrow. So we do have a heat advisory. That's until 7 o'clock for Monday night. So once we get into the end of the day, we'll more than likely see this extended because we're going to continue to see the hot weather for the day. So that's going to continue. I wouldn't doubt to see either the other 3 counties that aren't included to be included once we do get into tomorrow. 77 will be in those mid to upper 70s, but it's going to be mostly clear, warm and muggy going into your day for Monday. So nothing going on tonight. We should be clear throughout the night. It's going to get very, very muggy in the morning. As you walk out the door, you'll feel that blanket of moisture. As you head off to work, once we get into the later portion of your Monday, it's going to be humid again. So there's going to be a couple clouds building. It looks mainly towards the east, but maybe a sprinkle here or there. Most likely we're going to see a dry day. We should see another hot and humid day, which means we're going to have temperatures getting into the upper 90s, and those feel like temperatures in the triple digits. So we do have quite a bit of time throughout at least Monday and Tuesday of drier weather, but we're going to see maybe an isolated chance for a shower or storm throughout the middle of the week, and that looks like the best chance we're going to have for rain for some time. Those temperatures will be into the mid to upper 90s throughout the week into the weekend, so those triple-digit heat index values will continue throughout the week into the week. Over to you.
All right, thank you, Alex. Coming up on Fox 51 News Weekend at 9, your Silver Star Nation report, how training camp is going for the Cowboys. Stay with us.
Fox 51 Weekend News at 9 is brought to you by Texas Sedation Dental and Implant Center.
Fun just got real. Alpine Target Golf Center is the only Top Tracer range powered by Top Golf in the region. There's fun for everyone. Golfers, get the flight data you're craving. Play Pebble Beach or St. Andrews and turn your practice into play. Even non-golfers can have fun too. Get your name on the leaderboard with your monster drive or compete in any of our other leaderboard games. Night or day, the place to play is Alpine Target Golf Center. Alpine Road, Longview.
16, I had braces and everything. I thought I was just going to be a normal kid. And then a couple of years later, they told me I have a genetic disease causes me to have no enamel. So my teeth just kind of started breaking down. And so I wear a retainer.
Ready?
Just being able to go and do, and the pain being gone, not having to worry about, do I have ibuprofen in my purse? How long are we going to be out? How much talking am I going to have to do? Because talking would hurt.
Check out Peters Chevrolet for your next SUV. The Trax is as versatile as you, offering a sporty performance. This compact SUV is made to stand out. Sophistication that exudes power. The Blazer delivers capability and bold styling inside and out. The all-new 2021 Tahoe is the most advanced Tahoe ever. Bigger and bolder, with better handling for wherever the road takes you. With the largest inventory in East Texas, see for yourself why more East Texans buy at Peters than any other dealer. Find new roads.
Academy Sports and Outdoors is pulling in the best of Under Armour. We've curated and stocked all the best Under Armour gear. Everything you could possibly want, from backpacks to performance apparel and the latest Under Armour kicks, we've got it at Academy. So get it all at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
The new Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort in Hot Springs, Arkansas is now open and has more of everything you want. Enjoy more comfort in our luxurious hotel. Experience more flavors in our restaurants. Breathe in more relaxation in the new Astral Spa and take in more 24/7 action in our casino. Book your escape at oaklawn.com and find more this weekend. Oaklawn, a new level of excitement.
Love the way you look, love the way you live. Southern Beauty Lifestyle. Offering stylish apparel to fit anyone's budget, Southern Beauty Lifestyle wants every woman to look good and feel good. Shop southernbeautylifestyle.com or visit us today in downtown Kilgore.
Keep up with the latest by liking Fox 51 on Facebook. The Fox 51 Longview Tower Cam is brought to you by the Mansour Law Firm.
And your Silver Star Nation report, Cowboys camp is still going strong in Oxnard, California, and one of the brightest spots on the team is now second-year wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, who made this outstanding one-handed catch during practice. Dallas drafted Lamb in the first round out of Oklahoma, and the former Sooner had nearly 1,000 yards receiving, and that was playing most of his rookie year without starting quarterback Dak Prescott. Now Dak is back, and for Lamb, it's created a calming, confident feeling around the entire offense.
Definitely great to have him back. You know, it's like, feels like, I don't know, kind of because he understands everything that's going on, and he makes it a lot easier on me, just ball placement and everything, and you know, just getting in and out of huddle. He kind of just give you that energy, that vibe, that era, if you will, and yeah, he's great to have him back, man.
Cowboys will be part of the first preseason game this year when they take on the Steelers, August 5th in the Hall of Fame game. When we return, Alex will have a final look at your work week forecast. Stay with us.
Closed captioning on Fox 51 is brought to you by Palshay Kia Tyler.
Thank you, East Texas, for another outstanding year and for choosing Union Home Mortgage to be your go-to lender for home loans. We love East Texas and are excited to announce that our office location has moved right down the street to 1505 Judson Road in Longview. For FHA, VA, USDA, or conventional loans, our mortgage experts have you covered. Contact Tina Chumley or Robin Plyler at Union Home Mortgage for all of your home loan needs.
So now Dish allows you to access your Google Nest Hello doorbell from your TV, which means no more pausing your show for some lame delivery that's like not even for you. Or Mike Gardner here for your first date.
Wait, what time is it? No, he's here early. He can't see me like this. What do I do? Mom!
Always know who's at your door right from your TV.
I'm in, but stall.
View your Google Nest Hello doorbell on your TV with Dish. Tuned in to you.
Fun just got real. Alpine Target Golf Center is the only top tracer range powered by Topgolf in the region. There's fun for everyone. Golfers get the flight data you're craving. Play Pebble Beach or St. Andrews and turn your practice into play. Even non-golfers can have fun too. Get your name on the leaderboard with your monster drive or compete in any of our other leaderboard games. Night or day, the place to play is Alpine Target Golf Center. Alpine Road, Longview.
Final weather, Alex?
Well, it's going to continue to stay warm as we get through the night, and then we're going to have another hot day for your Monday. The temperatures will continue to stay in the mid to upper 90s. We will see them continue to climb throughout the week. We will have some isolated chances for showers in the middle of the week. Those heat index values will be in the triple digits through a good majority of the middle of the day. So we're going to have hot conditions continuing throughout the rest of your week into the weekend. We'll have isolated chances for showers. They will be very hit and miss, but lots of sunshine, and it's going to be very, very hot as we go through the rest of the week. So stay hydrated, check on those who struggle in the heat, and also take care of yourself. Katie?
All right, thank you, Alex, and thanks for watching Fox 51 News at 9. We hope to see you back here tomorrow. Have a great night.
To win 4 tickets to Splash Kingdom, sign up at fox51.com for a chance to win every Friday on Fox 51 Good Day.